They're intended to be an option for desperate mothers to give up their babies under the Indiana Safe Haven law.
Now the Department of Child Services is calling for baby boxes to be shut down. 15 Finds Out investigator Alyssa Ivinson has been following this story for weeks and just spoke with the attorney for the baby boxes today. She joins us now with this 15 Finds Out follow-up.
Well, just 2 days after our investigation aired last month, Safe Haven Baby Boxes met with several state officials. Well, 15 Finds Out obtained letters just sent between those two groups. The Department of Child Services is asking for the program to end, but Safe Haven Baby Boxes says they have no intention of stopping.
A battle over baby boxes playing out on paper. In a letter sent last Friday, the Department of Child Services director says baby boxes are not an authorized way to protect abandoned infants under current Indiana law.
There is no federal or state law that prevents them from opening and operating successfully.
Indiana's Safe Haven law says an emergency medical services provider will take custody of a child up to 30 days old. Child Services says that means the baby has to be physically given to an emergency responder, and if it's placed in a baby box, it would open an abandonment investigation. But Baby Box's attorney, Jim Bopp, says the emergency personnel taking custody of a child from the box is in line with the law.
But regardless of whether it does or it doesn't, this is an option to save a baby. And whether or not the woman is charged or not, the baby is saved versus having the baby, thrown in the dumpster or abandoned in a woods.
The DCS letter calls for baby boxes to be discontinued, no additional ones to be installed, and have a government agency review them.
There's no legal authority to shut down the baby box. They recommended we shut them down, but we're not going to do that.
Last month, when 15 Finds Out pressed for how independent safety testing was being done on the boxes, we were met with one answer.
We'll release it when it becomes available.
We asked again today, and we're told the lab is not finished yet.
Is that with the FDA or the Consumer Product Safety Commission, a government agency?
No, there's no government agencies involved because there's no federal or state law that regulates baby boxes.
Now, I also just talked with State Senator Travis Holdman. He told me he's in favor of the baby boxes, but says there needs to be more discussion and guidelines to ensure their safety. When we did our first investigation last month, the baby boxes creator said she created her own safety guidelines when the legislature didn't, and she would check with her attorney about giving those to us. Well, we asked for them again today, and her attorney told us she denied our request. Now, you can see much more on this story, including all of the letters and the legislation involved, all right now on WANE.com. Alyssa Ivinson, News Channel 15.